In this video, I will walk you through the installation of Ubuntu in a VirtualBox on a Windows 11 PC. Now, this is a step-by-step guide of installing Ubuntu 2023 on a VirtualBox. The version we will be installing is Ubuntu 23.04. Now watch this video till to the end and learn how to install any version of Ubuntu in a VirtualBox on a Windows PC. Now without further ado, let's get started. Since we are installing Ubuntu in a VirtualBox, you must have enabled hardware virtualization on your PC or laptop. Now by default, this feature is enabled and allows you to run and test any OS in a virtual environment. If it's not enabled, you need to check the BIOS settings and turn on hardware virtualization. Once it's enabled, you can verify the status using the Windows Task Manager. It's time to start installing Ubuntu in a VirtualBox on a Windows 11 PC. You go ahead, open your favorite browser, and head over to this link, and download the VirtualBox for your PC or laptop. Once it's done, head over to the second link, and click on this button to download Ubuntu. At the time of recording this video, Ubuntu 23.04 is the latest version. You can choose the default 2204 LTS or any latest available version. Now, once it's done downloading VirtualBox and Ubuntu ISO, place them on your desktop for easier navigation. Then go ahead, double-click on the VirtualBox and follow the on-screen instructions to install it. Now as you can see, this is the user interface of the VirtualBox. We're gonna go ahead and create a virtual machine for Ubuntu. To do so, click on the New button. Name the virtual machine. This is the folder location where all the files of VM are stored. Then set the type as Linux, and for the version, I'm gonna choose Ubuntu 64-bit. Now, click on Next. Allocate the RAM and CPU cores for the Ubuntu virtual machine. I'm gonna use 10 GB of RAM and 4 CPU cores for faster performance. Make sure the slider stays inside the green color. Then click on Next. Now allocate the storage space of 30 GB or higher. Now this is the summary of the virtual machine. Click on Finish. Now as you can see, we have done creating the Ubuntu virtual machine. By selecting it, click on Settings. Choose General, Advanced, and set the shared clipboard as bidirectional. Now this allows clipboard sharing between Windows or host OS and Ubuntu. I'm not gonna enable the drag and drop functionality and leave it disabled. Then select Display from the sidebar, and increase the video memory to the maximum. I'm gonna enable 3D acceleration, which allows guest machines to use the host machine GPU to render 3D graphics based on OpenGL. Now, select Storage from the sidebar. Under the ID controller, click on Empty, then click on this DVD icon and choose a disk file. Go ahead and import the Ubuntu ISO that looks like this. Then, I'm gonna set the rest of the options to default. That's it. We have done configuring the virtual machine. It's time to start the VM. To do so, click on the Start button. Then click anywhere inside the virtual machine. Keep in mind, when you click inside a virtual machine, the cursor control will be bounded to the guest OS. To release, press the right control on your keyboard to get the control of the cursor back to the host OS. Now choose to try or install Ubuntu using the arrow keys, and press Enter key to boot into Ubuntu Live Setup. Go ahead and set the system language, and click on Next. Choose Install. Ubuntu. Then select a keyboard layout and click on Next. For an internet connection, leave it as a wired connection, and then tick these two options to update the Ubuntu while installing and to install some necessary drivers. For the installation type, choose Erase Disk and click on Next. Then select your time zone. Set up your user account, and click on Next to start installing Ubuntu. This will take a few minutes. So sit back and please be patient. Once the installation is complete, click on Continue to reboot. We don't have to remove the installation media. VirtualBox will do it automatically for us. And voila, now you can see the login screen. Now use the password to log in. That's it. We have done installing Ubuntu in a VirtualBox. Let me jump into full screen mode. It's time to install VirtualBox Custom Edition tools that will enable 3D acceleration. And you will see a CD icon on the sidebar. Click on it and copy the old files and paste them into the Documents directory. Then right-click and choose to open Terminal from the Documents directory. And if in case you see any updates, choose to install them. Once it's done, click on Restart later. Now, run this command to update the app source list. Then type this command to install kernel headers. I'm gonna type ls to see the contents of the Documents directory. We need to install this file to enable all the extra features of the VirtualBox. To do so, change the permissions to this file by running this command. Then, type this command to execute the package. Then, type yes to continue. That's it. Guest addition support is added to Ubuntu virtual machine. Now restart the VM to affect these changes. And voila! As you can see, Ubuntu runs super smooth, and if you notice, it uses the full screen resolution. This is how you properly install Ubuntu in a VirtualBox on any Windows PC or laptop. Now if in case you decide to delete the Ubuntu virtual machine, first, turn off the VM. Then, head over to the main user interface of VirtualBox. From the sidebar, select Ubuntu and right-click on it and choose to remove and delete it. That's pretty much it. What do you guys think about it? If you have any questions, do post them in the comment section down below, and I will try to help you. Thanks for watching my video.